But yeah, the guys these days,
it's hard.
Divas.
They're divas.
Bedazzled Divas.
So the singer Tyla stopped by the Play Kiss UK podcast to promote her new album. On that album, she has a song called Mr. Nonchalant, and she started discussing the song, but unfortunately couldn't get through it without the unnecessary act of berating men, and the internet just reacted. Let's get into it. Maybe it's just me, but it seems as though every time you turn around, some normal, everyday, insignificant topic that people usually agree on ends up getting weaponized and used as a tool for some type of gender war discussion.
No! God, please, no! No!
And this seems like one of those instances. I think that you want to keep the conversation light, smile a lot, tell people to come out to your shows and support, tell people to go out and cop the album. Right? Why the hell would you delve off into some gender war discussion and alienate half of your audience?
Oh my God.
It didn't make a lot of sense to me, and a lot of people feel the same way. Not only because it's bad PR, but because it's outright rude and counterproductive. So Tyla comes into a radio station to promote her new album that has a lot of songs about men and women in love, and she decides to refer to men as divas. Bedazzled Divas. And the radio host agrees with her. Then she goes on to further explain how men don't want to be simps anymore, as though being a simp is something that you should aspire to be. Kevin Samuels talked about women like this and the use of sign language. That's shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. But we'll talk about that a bit later. You cannot make this stuff up. Check this out.
But yeah, the guys these days,
it's hard.
Divas.
They're divas.
Bedazzled Divas.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, like I tell every one of you, men don't care about what you have. We care about who you are.
Nah, but not even that. Like, I just think, like, I don't know, like guys don't want to be simps anymore.
They don't.
That's kind of embarrassing now.
There's so much wrong with this clip. First of all, in the beginning of the clip, both Tyla and the radio host seem to allude to the fact that they're having problems with men. In order to fix the problems that you're having with men, do you think that calling them bedazzled divas is going to work?
Got him!
Additionally, she goes into talking about how men don't want to be simps anymore. I'm not sure if she's not clear on what the word simp means, or she's just that dense. A simp is somebody that's a sucker for love. Being a simp has nothing to do with loving your woman out loud or owning it, as she says. A simp is someone who will let a woman walk all over him and doesn't respect himself. That's why we don't want to be simps no more. And by the way, women despise men that are simps. They always talk about them poorly. Oh, he was too nice. He wasn't a challenge. Nice guys finish last. But that's something that we're supposed to aspire to be? Now, that was just the part of the video that went the most viral. But when people saw that, they started dialing back to other parts of the video. This was the initial part of the discussion where they were discussing the Mr. Nonchalant song. And a part of the video came up where the host and Tyla agreed that they like for men to beg for access to them, and how that's really the way it should be actually. Check this out.
One of the new songs in the album is called Mr. Nonchalant, but I don't know if you've seen, there's a lot of chat online about being chalant. So what is better, having or chasing a nonchalant man or a chalant man, and why?
There just needs to be a balance. Like, you need to know when to be nonchalant and when to be chalant. You know what I mean? Yeah, there just needs to be a balance.
Now, she started off fine. Why couldn't she just stay there? There needs to be a balance. I'm in total agreement with that. Men need to be measured when they're responding to women. Depends on the situation, all that. But then out of the clear blue, for no good reason, it just kind of devolved into something else.
I actually like a chalant, kind of a beg almost.
A big.
I just love attention.
But yeah, you know, like that's how it should be, technically. But yeah, the guys these days,
It's about power. A lot of these women want to feel superior to men. Now, this is an issue in the West to where manhood, masculinity, manhood, that kind of stuff is cheap, but we're supposed to deify women.
Kevin Samuels warned us about women like this, and ain't nobody begging you for a goddamn thing. It's funny to me how a lot of women talk about how men talk bad about women as the worst thing to ever happen. But it seems like women talk down on men as their favorite pastime. Kevin Samuels described low quality women as women who are not capable of having the capacity for a real discussion, so they will resort to sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. And he was spot on when he said it. As soon as I heard Tyla start talking in this interview and the interview host, that's the first thing my mind went to.
A low-value woman uses these 4 things to control, manipulate, dominate, get her way, check people, whatever you want to start out. And her first thing is shame. What is shame? A painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by consciousness, wrong or foolish behavior.
Like, guys don't want to be simps anymore.
They don't.
It's kind of embarrassing now.
Another sign of a low-value woman is she often insults.
Yeah, the guys these days.
It's hard.
Divas.
They're divas.
Bedazzled divas.
To speak or treat with disrespect or scornful abuse. You gay. You got a little pee-pee. You ugly. All right, next thing, let's go with the G. The G is guilt.
I actually like a shalon, kind of a beg almost.
A big.
I just love attention.
But yeah, you know, like that's how it should be.
Making someone feel guilty, especially in order to induce them to do something. The last sign that a woman may be low value is this one. The incessant need to be right. The need to be right is often a mask for insecurity.
Kevin was spot on with his behavioral analysis when it came to these things. And what I find really interesting is that women will sit up and speak this way and then turn right around and tell you that the entire problem has to do with men and what we're not doing. But to speak to Tyla's point about balance, balance is important. We have to be able to correct both sides, otherwise we're not doing anything. In the true spirit of being accountable, in this instance, we also have to acknowledge that these type of things would not be allowed without the presence of weak-minded men. And there's one of them sitting right there in the interview.
I don't know, like guys don't want to be simps anymore.
They don't.
It's kind of embarrassing now.
Yeah.
Not all guys. Not all guys.
Oh, you
a simp?
Yeah, I can simp. I can simp. I got a balance.
I like that about you.
Do you know what I mean?
The simp in you.
Back it. Yeah, I'm a simp. I'm a simp. Man.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, own it.
Just a laughing and a giggling and trying to be down, trying to be all buddy, but you left your nuts in your girlfriend's purse. It's suckers like this that enable this behavior. He sat there and allowed these two women to insult him to his face and said nothing. Men, I promise you, women will still like you and even gravitate to you more when they see that you will stand up for yourself. You ain't gotta be rude, you ain't gotta be all aggressive, whatever the case may be, but a small level of pushback goes a long way. This boy had his head so far up Tyla's ass, he thought her ass cheeks was earmuffs. But I'm sure she dismissed his ass. Why? He couldn't even stand up for himself in the most basic way. I'ma keep it a buck. A lot of y'all act like you ain't never seen a beautiful woman before. Maybe it's that, because yeah, Tyla's a beautiful woman. But we see 20 Tylas at Walmart on the weekend. What you talking about? It ain't that serious. And we have to realize that we shouldn't be simping for nobody, running behind nobody, begging nobody, because we have value also.
Stop letting women put batteries in your back, gentlemen. Simping is dangerous.
Tyla, this is your second time doing the interview and putting your foot in your mouth. You're a marketable young lady. Stop saying foolish things that are going to alienate the people that would be the folks to buy the tickets to your concerts and your albums. I'm just saying, the first time was when she couldn't decide if she was black or not, and people took great offense to that, and so she's already kind of skating on thin ice with a certain segment of her would-be fans. You're still a relatively new artist. We're trying to like you. And last but not least, predictably, the comments did not disappoint. Nah, she got it all wrong. She just mad that men are paying attention. Psychological manipulation is real, fellas. Keep your third eye open. Pretty bird syndrome. Are these the same shaming tactics that Kevin Samuels used to say women use? Kai, come get your bird. We just not falling for the BS no more. They say men became divas. Now we just stop confusing being gentlemen with being an ATM. Cool on that. LMAO colored. We shall never forget that. Y'all just like the men that don't like you. Maybe they get turned off by her energy. I don't know. She just doesn't seem fun to be around. Oh, the comments on this one was rough. People are a little bit riled up. What do you think? Is Tyla just making a poor play at being facetious, or does she really have a serious problem with men that may reflect on her fan base or lack thereof? That's what I think. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you know when we go live or upload a new video. Major Gauge Podcast, we lit. All right. Major Gauge Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe.